Hello and welcome to McIver's Grant Public Library's Healthy Ever After mission. This is a partnership with UT Extension. We're so excited about it. It is a series of fairy tales by David Smallman, who is the author of, it's called Fairy Tales Gone Wrong, and they are all health related. And so we are going to do a Healthy Ever After challenge. We've got 6 books, and we're going to kick off with Blow Your Nose, Big Bad Wolf. And we're going to talk a little bit about germs, which I know you've been hearing a lot about lately. A lot of people have been telling you make sure you wash your hands a lot, make sure you don't get up in somebody's face, especially if you're coughing or sneezing. Some people are wearing masks. Some people are staying a little bit further away from each other than they used to. And that's all something that the whole country's been doing together. And it's been a little bit different, hasn't it? It's been different. This book kind of helps us remember how come we're doing all that. It kind of helps us remember about those germs that might be on our hands or in our sneezes or in our coughs. And so we're going to read this book written by Steve Smallman. Sorry, I always say David Smallman. Written by Steve Smallman and illustrated by Bruno Mertz and published by QEB Publishing. And right there I'm going to show you. That looks a little bit different than the regular Big Bad Wolf and the 3 Little Pigs, doesn't it? It looks like he might be blowing something down, but it kind of looks like it might be something else too. Let's see what happens in our story, okay? All right. Once upon a time, there lived a mommy pig who had 3 little pigs. But little pigs don't stay little for long. It's time for you to build a house of your own, said Mama Pig. Aw, Mom. What? Achoo. Oh, looks like somebody might have a cold. And be sure, please, use a tissue, added Mommy Pig. You will make us all sick. He didn't use a tissue when he sneezed, did he? Mommy Pig gave the pigs some money and a box of tissues each and sent them on their way. She sent them out into the world to build their own houses and be grown-up pigs. The first little pig met a girl with a wagon full of straw. So he bought the straw, built himself a house, and went inside to take a nap. There's the first little pig. There's the straw. There he goes home with the straw. Look at that nice house he built. And there he is taking a little rest afterwards. The second little pig met a man with a wagon full of sticks. So he bought the sticks, built himself a house, and went inside to watch TV. There meets the man with the sticks. There she goes with her wheelbarrow full of sticks. Look at that pretty house she made. And there she is taking a break afterwards to watch TV. The third little pig met a family with a wagon full of bricks, so he bought the bricks. And he built himself a house, and he went inside for a snack. There's the third little pig. There he is carrying all those bricks home. They look heavy. There's a beautiful house that he built. And there he is having a snack at the end because he's so tired after building that big house. There was a wolf who lived nearby. His name was Big Bad, but he was really nice. Big Bad had a nasty cold, a horrible runny nose. What he needed was a tissue to blow his nose with. Look at poor Big Bad. Have you ever had a cold and you felt just awful? He just looks like he feels bad. He was on his way to buy some when he saw a new straw house. He peeped through the window and saw a little pig with a big box of tissues. Does the wolf need some tissues? I think he does. Big Bad knocked politely on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," squealed the little pig. I think he might be a little scared of the wolf. "Oh, please," sniffed Big Bad. "All I want is a tissue." Big Bad sneezed, a sneeze so big that it blew down the house of straw. You'll have to sneeze with me next time. Will you sneeze with me next time? "Eek," squealed the little pig, and he ran next door. Let's see what happens when he goes next door. Big Bad followed him to the house of sticks. He knocked politely on the door and said, little pigs, let me come in." "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chin," said the two little pigs. Oh, please, sniffed Big Bad. All I want is can y'all sneeze with me? Tissue. And he sneezed a gigantic, snotty sneeze. It was so gigantic that it blew down the house of sticks. Yuck, squealed the little pigs, and they ran next door. Whew, he's got a bad sneeze, doesn't he? I can't get it. There we go. Big Bad followed them to the house of bricks. He knocked politely on the door and said, what did he say? Can you say it with me? Little pigs, let me come in. And what did they say? Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said the three little pigs. Oh, don't be mean, sniffled Big Bad. All I want is a tissue. And he sneezed the biggest, snottiest, slimiest sneeze he had ever sneezed, and the house of bricks did not blow down. Poor Big Bad. The three little pigs were delighted. They danced around singing, we've got tissues, you've got none. You're the snooty, snotty one. Uh-oh, that's not very nice. And that's when Big Bad got really mad. Then I'll come down the chimney and I'll get a tissue myself, he roared. But as he started to climb up the drain pipe, do you remember what happened when he tried to climb up the drain pipe? The three little pigs put a cauldron of water on the fire. If Big Bad Snot-Faced Wolf comes down here, they chuckled, we will boil his bottom. Oh. But Big Bad was so quick that when he came tumbling down the chimney, he landed in a cauldron of nice, warm water. And with a big splash, the fire went out. Oh my goodness, those pigs might be in trouble. Do you think they're in trouble? What do you think will happen next? Please don't gobble us up, squeaked the little pigs. I don't want to eat you, sniffed the Big Bad Wolf. I just needed a tissue. And before he could cover his mouth, he sneezed a big wet sneeze all over the three little pigs. Gross, they said. What do you think happened to the three little pigs? Achoo, 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 sneezed the three little pigs. If only they had given Big Bad Wolf a tissue, they wouldn't have had caught his cold. The pigs passed around the tissues and made sure they passed some to the wolf. There's a wolf. Big Bad settled down in his nice warm bath, blew his nose, and started to feel much, much better. Have you ever had a cold and you took a really warm bath and you felt better? Just soothes your muscles, doesn't it? It does. At the end of each of these books, it says next steps. You got a little bit of activities you can do to talk about what you read in the book. We're going to kind of do that right now. What did you think was the same about the Three Little Pigs story that you've heard before? Were there some things that were the same in this version? There were, weren't there? What were some things that were different? Did you like the Big Bad Wolf in this one? Did you like the Three Little Pigs? Do you think maybe they could be friends at the end after they all get better? I hope they can. All right. So that's our first story. We're going to read another book today, also called Wash Your Hands. This book's by Tony Ross, and it also features a princess and a queen and a king. And we're just going to read about how you can wash your hands to help keep the germs away. Tony Ross is both the author and the illustrator of this book. That means that Tony wrote the words and drew the pictures. It was published by Cain Miller Book Publishers. Let's start this book. Whee! Little Princess loved getting dirty. Do you like getting dirty? Wash your hands before you eat that, said the queen. Why? Said the little princess. Because you've been playing outside, said the queen. So you should wash your hands when you come in from playing outside, shouldn't you? Especially if you're going to eat. Wash your hands, said the cook. Why, said the little princess. What is she doing that you think she might need to wash her hands for? Let's see. Because you've been playing with Scruff and dry them properly. Wash your hands, said the king. Why? I've washed them twice, said the little princess. Can you see what the little princess is doing? Do you see a reason why she might need to wash her hands? And you must wash them again because you've just been on your potty, said the king. You wash your hands when you go outside and get your hands dirty, and wash your hands after you've played with the animals, and wash your hands after you go to the potty. Achoo, said the little princess, just like the big bad wolf and the pigs in our last book. Wash your hands, said the maid. I wash them after playing outside. I wash them after playing with the dog. I wash them after going on my potty. I wash them after sneezing. Why, said the little princess. Because of the germs and the nasties, said the maid. What are the germs and the nasties, asked the little princess. Do you know about germs and nasties? I think you do. They're horrible, said the maid. Look at the princess, she's kind of scared now. They live in the dirties. Did you know germs live in the dirties? What other things are dirty that you think germs might live in? And on the animals. And in the sneezes. Do you see the germs in her sneezes? Then they can get into your food and then into your tummy. You think it would be good to get a germ in your tummy? And they can make you ill. And ill is another way, of course, to say sick, isn't it? And do you see the little princess is at the doctor because she caught a cold? What do germs and nasties look like, said the little princess. Worse than crocodiles, said the maid. Oh my, I've never seen a germ that. Well, I've never seen a germ, but I haven't seen one that looks like that. Do you think that's what they look like? I don't have crocodiles on my hands, said the little princess. Germs and nasties are smaller than crocodiles, said the maid. They are too small to see. I better wash my hands again, said the little princess. Do I have to wash my hands after washing my hands? Do you think she has to wash her hands after washing her hands? Don't be silly, said the maid. Eat your cake. Have you washed your hands? Asked the little princess. And that's a good question, isn't it? Because if you're fixing food, you should wash your hands too, shouldn't you? That is another place that you should wash it. And that's the end of that book. So, like I said, we are partnering with UT Extension with this new program called Healthy Ever After. We're going to premiere it on our Read Squared site. It's a mission, so when you watch this video, you get to count a point towards your badge. When you watch Miss Caitlin's video on our activity packet, you get to count that towards your badge, and then you get to do wonderful, fun activities that will teach you how to be healthy and strong, but will also earn you points towards your Healthy Ever After badge. We have packets here at the library you can pick up at our summer reading station, which is right in front of our Kids Zone door. We've got a big bin there with all kinds of activity packets for you to pick up. And this is what it will look like. There'll be a little picture of the girl like that. That's what your badge will be. Look what she's holding instead of a wand. She has a toothbrush, doesn't she? And this will be your activity for this one is the Magic Germ Lotion. Miss Caitlin's going to tell you all about that in the next video. So until we see you again, I want you to live healthy ever after, and I want you to stay strong and stay healthy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.